first thing that we gotta do is make marinara sauce, because we need to have a home for our meatballs to go into. So we want a lot of olive oil in here. Because this is a good pot, heavy bottom pot, put this on like low and let that come up gradually while we're peeling and cutting all the garlic. We're not gonna burn anything. So all I'm gonna do is smash the garlic. We're gonna cut an onion. We're gonna add this with the garlic. Look at that. You take olive oil and you put garlic and onions in that, someone's gonna blow job. It goes hand in hand. You make just good supper, you're gonna hopefully be getting a blow job. Someone's gonna rip your pants off, or you're gonna rip somebody's pants off. Whatever's down there, people are gonna be helping each other out. And if you don't, then you probably didn't follow my steps. And now we can add 2.5 big tablespoons of tomato paste. You're gonna wanna cook tomato paste for, about 5 minutes to get rid of that kind of like raw tomato, tinny kind of acidic taste. You wanna cook that out. So you wanna add 6 cups of tomato puree. So we're gonna add a little bit of water, a cup and a half. It depends on how thick you want it. Give it a shake so you get all the tomato juice out of there. I'm just gonna add 2 bay leaves. Just give it a little crinkle in your hand. It really opens up. That smells like a bay leaf. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of sugar. The difference between like a high-end sauce and just canned tomatoes is like, you'd get just like amazing, beautiful vine-ripe tomatoes out of a garden. That's a nice tomato sauce, but I'm cooking spaghetti meatballs for everyone, Get the cheap cans, throw some sugar in there. And now we got to make the meatballs. This is like the Holy Trinity. If you're making anything, start with beef, veal, and pork. This is what? About a half a pound, half a pound, half a pound. The second thing that we gotta do, this is just day-old bread, just normal white bread. We're just gonna rip this up. Then we're just gonna take a little bit of milk. We're just gonna move this around. We're gonna add half a cup of dried breadcrumbs. We're gonna add 3 eggs, a cup of Parmesan, and about a half a cup of pecorino, a big sprinkling of dried chilies, 25 turns of the old pepper mill, add some salt. Then we're gonna add some amazing olive oil. And now what we're gonna do is just take your one hand. You don't wanna get too crazy in here, but you're gonna get messy. We don't want giant meatballs. We're just gonna round them out. Boom, perfect little meatballs. I do remember the first time that I ever had meatballs at my mother-in-law's house. Carol, when she served, she took all of the meatballs out of the pot and served them separately. And it was an amazing thing. They serve it just like you would have your steaks or your ribs or whatever you have, your meat, and then you have your starch, which is the pasta. Beautiful. Carol, my Italian mother-in-law, mortadella. So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil. Hear that? That's the sound you wanna hear. So we're gonna try to brown them on all sides here. So as the meatballs are ready, you just plop them in. Look at that, browned perfectly. We're gonna cook that for about 1 hour to 2 hours. That's nice.